Hi, I'm Charles Hardy from Competitive Edge Dynamics. We're at the EWA Show 2017 in Germany, and it's crowded. We have a lot of people, but we're going to try to do this so you can hear me. I'd like to introduce you to the second generation CED Brass Tornado. The Brass Tornado is a wet tumbler system that cleans your brass cleaner inside and outside than any other system on the market today. What makes the Brass Tornado different than other products is the following. We start with digital circuitry, a new gear system, and a heavy-duty motor that's universal, 110 to 240 with a protection system. We have a new mold-injected drum. The mold-injected drum is more durable and heavy-duty. It's also larger than the first generation. We can now hold almost 600 rounds of 9mm and approximately 350 rounds of 223. The tumbler comes with several features that are not found on any other tumbler in the market today. The first one is as follows. We have a timer, up to 3-hour timer for setting, although most loads are done in 20 minutes to an hour top. We have a rotational system. Now this is something that no other tumbler is offering. If you go one direction, you don't get the friction buildup that you do as in a washing machine that has an agitation system that turns around. This tumbler lets you to set a rotation for anything you want from 1 to 100 minutes. I usually set it at 5 to 6 minutes, and then the tumbler will change direction. This improves the cleaning cycle dramatically. After we set the time, in this case a 60-minute cycle, we set the rotation. We can also set the speed. Now, the competitors have one motor, one speed. If you're doing 150 rounds of ammunition, the motor is going to run at a slighter higher RPM than it will when you're doing 600 rounds and you have a much heavier load. So by being able to adjust the RPMs, it allows you to fine-tune that setting to you like for the best performance for your brass. I personally do most of my loading at 45 to 50 RPM. So we set the RPM, we have an alarm that notifies us when the process is finished, and we have a memory, so I can store my program that I like best and have it ready to go next time. To start, we're going to open up the drum, we're going to put in our brass, our 3.5 pounds of magnetic stainless steel pins, and then we're going to fill the water up a little higher than the brass level. And I'm always leaving about a 10 to 20% air gap so that I get a better agitation cycle. We close it, we put it on our drum, and we start it. Now our process is in action. If I'm doing about 100 to 150 rounds, I'll probably run it 20 to 30 minutes max. If I'm loading it up with 500 to 600 rounds, we'll probably run it 45 minutes to an hour. When we're finished running it, we can stop it. It'll stop itself and sound the alarm. If I need to be distracted or do something, I can stop the program or pause it. I can go away for 5 or 10 minutes, and when I come back, when I start it, it'll start right where we left off. When we're done, we have our load all clean. We're going to open this up. We're going to take off this gasket sealed mold injected piece. We're going to put on a filter cap that we include in the process. We're going to tie this back down with the filter cap, and we're going to drain out the water. Ideally, with the water that we put in, we use a little cleaning solution. I prefer the Lyman Brass Sonic Cleaner, a 1/2 ounce, and a 1/2 ounce of Lemmy Shine, which removes all the spots. So once we had the filter cap on, which I don't have here, we turn it over and we drain out the water. And now we just have the brass and the pins. We put them in a separator, we spin it out, separating them. Now I just have the wet brass, and that takes me about 2 to 3 minutes. And I can put it in our dryer. The CED Brass Dryer will hold up to 750 rounds of 9mm and about 400 to 500 rounds of 223, and it'll give you completely dry brass inside of an hour. There you have it, the CED Brass Tornado, the CED Brass Dryer. I'm Charles Hardy from Competitive Edge Dynamics. See you soon.